Kindergarten Dolphins. Let's work on some math. So we are continuing our unit of measurement, and we're going to focus on how we use a tool to measure. We started this last week when we were using our little string and using our crayons. Today we're going to move on to using some cubes. So let's go ahead and start with our objective. I'll start and you repeat. Objective is what we are going to learn. I can use a tool to measure the length of something. Now that's a new word. That's a new vocabulary word. When we talk about length, we are talking about how long something is. Talking about long and short. Show me long. Now show me short. Long, short, short, long. So let's talk about our materials today. Today we will not need a math packet. We are not using a math packet, okay? So we are not going to have a math packet for the rest of this unit. That is okay, because the cool thing about measuring is that we can do it with things that we already have in our house. So we do not need a math packet today. We don't need it, but we will need our cubes. So go ahead and get out your cubes. All right, let's take a quick rewind and think about our number stairs. Do you remember when we were talking about adding one more? So when we did that, we could use cubes to build up one more each time. So here I have one cube. One more is 2. Very good. Now I have 2 cubes. One more is 3. Very good. Now I have 3 cubes. One more is 4. Very good. And now I have 4 cubes. One more is 5. Very good. Now notice what we have here. Once we got to 5 cubes, they changed our 5 sticks, they changed our groups of 5 into orange cubes. So now each one of my stairs has a group of 5, and then they add some more on top. So here we have 5 cubes. Now we have 5 and 1. What is 5 and 1? 5 and 1. What is 5 and 1? 6. So now we have 6 cubes. Now this time they have 5 and 1, 2. What is 5 and 2? 5, 6, 7. Very good. Now this time we have 5 and 3. 5 and 3. What is 5 and 3? 5, 6, 7. 8. Very good. 5 and 3 is 8. And then our next group we have 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. 5 and 4. What is 5 and 4? 5. 9. Very good. 5 and 4 is 9. And here we have 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and 5. What is 5 and 5? 10. Very good. So we noticed that in all of these stairs, after we got to 5, we had a group of 5. We're going to be using a group of 5 with our cubes, and we're going to call it our 5 stick. So what I want you all to do now is build yourself a 5 stick. Get 5 cubes out and build a 5 stick. Now you'll notice I have big cubes with me. That's so that you can see them on the camera. So I have my 5 stick here, and I'm ready to keep going. Now, just like we talked about our stairs, when we have our 5 stick, if we build on top of it, we're going to call that 5 and add the next number. So let me show you what that looks like. So if I have my 5 stick and I add one more, I could say 5 and 1. And what is that all together, 5 and 1? It's 6. But notice how I'm using 5 of the same color, and then I'm using a different color. So what I want you to do is always keep your 5 stick one color. So pick one color and make your 5 stick now. And then you can use your other color to be what you add on if you want to build a longer stick. So I forgot to ask you, but I want you to grab your whiteboard right now. It can be a plain whiteboard, it can be your it can be a whiteboard packet with just a piece of paper inside, or it can be your ice cream lines whiteboard. That's fine too. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to practice drawing out our 5 stick, okay? So when we do that, we want to make sure that we are drawing out the 5 different squares that we see in our 5 stick. I have my 5 stick. Let me practice drawing that, and you practice on your whiteboard. I'm going to use mine for reference. I'm going to do 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5. That's my 5 stick, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I wanted to draw something shorter than my 5 stick, what would I do? How could I draw shorter than my 5 stick? I could take 1 away, or I could take 2 away. I just want to draw smaller than my 5 stick. So to do that, I think I'm going to draw 1, 2, 3. A 3 stick is shorter than my 5 stick. What did you draw on your whiteboard? You could have drawn a 1 stick, a 2 stick, a 3 stick, or a 4 stick. If I drew another 5 stick, would that be shorter than my 5 stick? No, that would be the same length. We want to show a shorter length. Now, what if I want to draw something longer than my 5 stick? What could I do? Well, I'm going to start by drawing out my 5 stick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now I want to make it longer. And I'm going to use a different color to show that it's bigger than my 5. So you could draw a 6 stick, or you could draw 7, or 8, or 9, or even 10. Those are all longer than just our 5 stick. 6 stick, or 7, or 8, or 9 to 10. Those are all longer than just your 5 stick. So see, when we take away cubes from our 5 stick, we're going to get something that's shorter. When we add onto it, we're going to get something that's longer. For homework, I'm going to ask you to do a little bit of comparing. Remember that word compare means that we're going to be looking at the differences between something. And today we're going to be comparing lengths, how long something is. And to do this, I'm going to ask you to get your 5 stick and get your other cubes, and I'm going to ask you to show me something that is longer than your 5 stick, and I'm going to ask you to show me something that is shorter than your 5 stick. And now I'm only asking you to do this with cubes today, so this is what it might look like. Hey Miss O, I'm going to turn in my math homework today. When I build a 6 stick, it is longer than my 5 stick. I have 5 and 1. But when I take some away and I only have a 3 stick, it is shorter than my 5 stick because I took 2 cubes away. Do you see how I did that? I talked about what I added to make my 5 stick longer, and I talked about what I took away to make my 5 stick shorter. So today, that's what you're going to do for homework. We practiced drawing out shorter and longer, and we talked about how we build our 5 stick and how we make it longer and how we make it shorter. So go ahead and practice that a couple times, and then take a video showing me longer than your 5 stick and shorter than your 5 stick, and show me how you did it. All right, kindergarten, I will see you later. Great job!